The coelacanth is often called a living fossil because it hasn't changed much in over 400 million years. Scientists thought it went extinct, along with the dinosaurs, 66 million years ago, until one was caught off the coast of South Africa in 1938. This deep-sea fish dates back to before the first dinosaurs appeared, and lived alongside them through the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous periods. With its unique lobe fins, the coelacanth is a critical evolutionary link between fish and the first land-dwelling animals. Today, it survives in the deep oceans of the Indian Ocean, far from the shallow coastal waters it once roamed with prehistoric marine reptiles. The horseshoe crab might look like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually one of Earth's oldest living species, surviving virtually unchanged for over 450 million years. That means it lived through multiple mass extinctions, including the one that wiped out the dinosaurs. Despite its name, it's not a crab at all. It's more closely related to spiders and scorpions. These armored creatures roamed the prehistoric shores alongside early dinosaurs, and their blue blood is still used in modern medicine today to test vaccines and medical devices for safety. The horseshoe crab's resilience is astonishing. It survived asteroid impacts, volcanic eruptions, and even ice ages. While the dinosaurs vanished, this living fossil continues to thrive quietly along the coasts of Asia and North America. The sturgeon is often called a living fossil, and for good reason. This massive fish has been swimming in Earth's waters for more than 200 million years. That means it shared rivers and lakes with some of the earliest dinosaurs, growing up to 20 feet, 6 meters long, and weighing over 1,000 pounds. The sturgeon is one of the largest freshwater fish in the world. It hasn't changed much since the Jurassic period, thanks to its tough armor-like scales and powerful body. These creatures are slow to mature and can live for over a century, while their prehistoric ancestors survived the dinosaur extinction. Modern sturgeons face a new threat: overfishing, mainly for their prized caviar. Despite their ancient origins, sturgeons still swim silently in rivers like the Danube, Volga, and Mississippi, a ghostly reminder of Earth's deep past. The tuatara may look like a lizard, but it's not one. It's the sole survivor of an ancient reptile order called Rhynchocephalia that thrived during the time of the dinosaurs, over 200 million years ago. Native only to New Zealand, tuataras are often called living fossils. While dinosaurs went extinct 65 million years ago, the tuatara quietly continued its existence on remote islands, barely changing in appearance or behavior. What makes tuataras so unique? They have a third eye, called the parietal eye, located on top of their head. It doesn't see images, but it helps regulate their biological clock and absorb UV light. They also grow incredibly slowly and can live to be over 100 years old. Despite their resilience, tuataras are now endangered due to habitat destruction and introduced predators like rats. But thanks to conservation efforts, these ancient creatures still cling to life, carrying the DNA of a world long gone. Imagine a creature that looks like it swam out of a sci-fi horror movie, with a long, flat snout and a jaw that launches forward like a spring-loaded trap. Meet the goblin shark, a bizarre deep-sea predator that has remained largely unchanged for over 125 million years. Fossils of goblin shark ancestors have been traced back to the early Cretaceous period, meaning these strange-looking sharks were gliding through the oceans, while dinosaurs ruled the land. Unlike most sharks we're familiar with, the goblin shark has a translucent, flabby body and tiny fins, not exactly built for speed, but perfect for stealth in the pitch-black ocean depths. What makes it even more unique is its extendable jaws. When prey like squid or fish swim nearby, the goblin shark's jaws can suddenly shoot forward faster than the blink of an eye, snatching up its meal with razor-sharp teeth. It's like something out of Alien, but it's real and it's ancient. While dinosaurs thundered across ancient lands, the oceans held their own marvels, like the Nautilus, a living fossil that's barely changed in over 500 million years. These spiral-shelled cephalopods survived, mass extinctions that wiped out over 90% of marine life, including the one that ended the age of dinosaurs. Nautiluses are relatives of squids and octopuses, but they look more like underwater time machines. Their coiled shells are perfectly engineered for buoyancy, allowing them to rise and fall through the water using internal chambers filled with gas. Ancient species of nautiloids once ruled the oceans, some growing up to 20 feet long. Today's nautiluses are smaller, around 6 to 10 inches, but just as fascinating. They have 90 tentacles, no suckers, and excellent vision for low light, allowing them to hunt crustaceans in the deep ocean. What's truly mind-blowing is how slowly they live, growing and reproducing at a glacial pace, making them especially vulnerable to modern threats like overfishing and deep-sea mining. Despite all odds, the Nautilus has survived every extinction event since the Cambrian period. It swam with ammonites, escaped the jaws of mosasaurs, and outlived the T-Rex, a true survivor of deep time. Meet the bichir, a strange, eel-like fish that looks like it swam. Straight out of the Jurassic period, and in many ways, it did. Native to freshwater systems in Africa, bichirs have existed in some form for over 400 million years, long before the first dinosaurs walked the earth. Bichirs are part of a primitive group of fish known as polypteriforms. What makes them so unique? For starters, they breathe air. Yes, despite being fish, they have lungs, not just gills. This allows them to survive in poorly oxygenated waters and even spend short periods out of water. Their appearance is just as prehistoric, long bodies armored with thick, gonoid scales. The same kind found in ancient fishes like sturgeon and gars give them a plated, dinosaur-like look. They also have dorsal finlets, small, separate fins that run down their back like spines, almost resembling the silhouette of a stegosaurus. Bichirs are slow-moving ambush predators, using stealth to hunt insects, crustaceans, and small fish. Their behavior and physiology haven't changed much in hundreds of millions of years, making them true living fossils. While bichirs never shared a watering hole with a Triceratops, they coexisted with ancient crocodiles, early amphibians, and many of the giant aquatic reptiles that dominated the Mesozoic. Today, they remain one of the closest glimpses we have into what early fish life looked like alongside dinosaurs. If you're looking for a creature that's truly ancient and alien, look no further than the lamprey, a jawless, parasitic fish that has barely changed in over 360 million years. That means lampreys were swimming through Earth's waters long before the first dinosaurs appeared, and they survived long after those giants vanished. Unlike modern fish, lampreys don't have jaws, scales, or paired fins. Instead, they have a round, sucker-like mouth filled with rows of sharp teeth, which they use to latch onto other fish and feed on their blood and bodily fluids. It sounds like something from a horror movie, but it's simply nature, unchanged for eons. Fossil evidence shows that early, lamprey-like species existed during the Devonian period, making them one of the most ancient lineages of vertebrates still alive today. They were already thriving in Earth's waters while giant sea scorpions, trilobites, and early sharks roamed the oceans. And they continued on, through the reign of the dinosaurs, relatively untouched by extinction events. Modern lampreys can be found in both saltwater and freshwater environments across the world. Some are non-parasitic and live short, harmless lives. Others can be devastating to ecosystems, like the invasive sea lamprey in the Great Lakes. Whether you see them as nightmarish or fascinating, one thing's for sure. The lamprey is a biological time traveler, offering a rare glimpse into the world of early vertebrate evolution, a survivor of deep time that shared ancient waters with the giants of the Mesozoic. Few animals alive today have a closer connection to the age of dinosaurs than the crocodile. These fearsome reptiles are often called living dinosaurs, but technically, they're more like the dinosaurs' cousins. Their lineage dates back over 200 million years, meaning crocodiles were already prowling prehistoric swamps, while dinosaurs were just beginning their reign. During the Mesozoic era, crocodile ancestors came in all shapes and sizes. Some were ocean-going predators, others were land-based runners with long legs, and a few even had herbivorous diets. But the modern crocodiles we recognize today, like the Nile crocodile or the saltwater crocodile, emerged in a form similar to today's around 80 to 100 million years ago, just in time to witness the end of the dinosaurs. What makes crocodiles so successful? Their biology is built for survival. They can go months without eating, slow their heart rate to just 2 or 3 beats per minute, and spend hours submerged with barely a ripple. their powerful bite one of the strongest in the animal kingdom helps them bring down prey with ease, even after the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. 66 million years ago, crocodiles endured. Their semi-aquatic lifestyle, cold-blooded metabolism, and ability to survive long stretches without food made them ideal survivors in a collapsing world. Today, crocodiles remain apex predators in rivers, swamps, and coastlines, silent reminders of Earth's distant past. When you look into a crocodile's eyes, you're looking into a living fossil that outlived the dinosaurs and never gave up its throne. At the very top of our list is the ultimate survivor of deep time, the shark. These oceanic predators have ruled the seas for over 400 million years, meaning they were around long before dinosaurs appeared. And they're still thriving today. Sharks existed during the Devonian period, also known as the Age of Fishes. That's nearly 200 million years before the first dinosaur took its first step. While many shark species have come and gone, the general design, cartilage skeleton, multiple rows of teeth, and electrosensory organs has barely changed over hundreds of millions of years. During the time of the dinosaurs, sharks were already top predators. In fact, some of the most massive and terrifying sharks swam during the Mesozoic era, like Cratoxorhina, a 25-foot-long giant that ruled the late Cretaceous oceans, preying on marine reptiles and giant fish. These sharks likely swam alongside mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, and even witnessed the rise and fall of T-Rex just from beneath the waves. What makes sharks such perfect survivors? They're fast, efficient hunters with a sixth sense for detecting electrical signals in prey. Many species can replace lost teeth in days, and some can go weeks without eating. And with hundreds of species across the globe, sharks have adapted to every marine environment, from shallow reefs to the deep ocean trenches. Even after the mass extinction that wiped out the dinosaurs, sharks endured. They've lived through 5 major extinction events and are still here, gliding through the oceans like living relics of Earth's distant past. When it comes to ancient resilience, no animal beats the shark. That's why it rightfully claims the #1 spot on our list of animals that lived with dinosaurs.